What's the odds of some of this lighting on fire?
But I really like the patina that it's putting down here on it. They're really gonna like that. It don't get any better than that.
Good morning, guys. Why are we back by this thing? Well, tried to leave this morning, tried to go round some cows up, had a flat tire. Had a nail in it, just got a patch on it. That part's fixed. Except I'm pretty good at tearing stuff up. Hey, pups. My middle gate came off. That's never good. There's no bottom anymore. It had an inch tit, probably 2 inches long, that the gate would set over, and that broke off. Imagine that. So we tied it up to the side, and of course needed some help. I was changing a tire, so I called on some decent help around here.
I don't know if it's decent.
Decent.
Just the only one available.
How close is it?
It's got a little ways to go. I had to adjust the bit. I was cutting different steel and it just...
Oh, gotcha. Wouldn't cut it?
It was too high up. I had to lower the bit a little bit so it would cut it.
This is the piece that was in the trailer. And it would still work. We could grind it up, get it to weld, and it'd be good. But if it's a little bit longer, we can push it up in it and the gate won't come off of it. I think that's why it broke, because the gate will bounce and it'll come off sometimes. And so if it's longer, it should never come off, shouldn't get crooked, get pressure on it. That's got to be close, don't it?
We're going to measure it right here and see. I think it's got to go just a little.
A little more?
I think so.
It is bigger still. What's that tell you?
1 inch, 41 thousandths. It's got to go to 930 thousandths.
That's probably wore over the years. Not that it
so
matters,
we'll just cut it to 1 inch.
I'll bet if we get 1 inch, we could pound it in.
So we got to go just a little bit.
We're close. These little lights, they're pretty sweet. I've always had the bigger ones. I was thinking there was one right here. I kind of like them, but these little ones are sweet sometimes. While Shane's making noise, my dad's name is Shane, by the way. I call him Dad, so nobody knows his name. I think I've said it before, but Shane. Shane is my dad's name. Maybe I'll call him by Shane so you guys know it. But Shane is dang good help. While he's gonna finish on the lathe, I gotta get this tire mounted and bolted back on. Then we can hurry and weld the gate and get out of here. You buy good tires, you buy 14-ply tires so you don't have issues. But I haven't seen a nail-proof tire yet. These 14-plies are way better on the rocks and everything. Inside. You can see there's a ring where it was before. We'll have to grind that up. We'll have to push it in the gate first, since it's longer. I can hold that gate and we can kick it sideways and get it in. And then it should be good. All right, is it gonna work? We had to cut it off, right?
It's a perfect fit now.
Perfect. I was hoping it'd be longer, but there's a piece of that welded up in the pipe, so it doesn't just ride on the floor. But it looks like it was riding on the floor, and it just cut its own weld off, right?
Yeah,
I think that's what.
this right there. We'll grind it off a little.
Slide it in, and should be good again.
Weld that on. It'll be good till it's not.
That's usually the case.
Yep.
Yeah. You got a grinder out?
Yeah.
Oh, you're ready. I'm way behind schedule. Did get the tire.
That might be
grinder off. Heavy. It's warm. Don't have to tie it shut anymore. Put that back on the trailer. I didn't turn that on. What's the odds of some of this lighting on fire? Yeah, it'll be alright.
Pretty good.
It'll be fine.
I want to tack it.
Do you want to put it in it and tack it first? Make sure we can get the gate over it. Where it's just a hair longer, it may not come off. Do we need to shut it and tack it shut? So it's not crooked or anything? As long as it's right in that circle. Tack the backside?
Yep.
We'll try it maybe?
Okay, let's try it.
It'll still come off of it. Alright. Wasn't sure. Perfect. I'll pull the tire on.
Right on. She's welded.
Oh, baby.
Another couple of
I like that.
1,000 loads.
That's a little snug now, but
Nice.
we got a tire on.
Back in business.
Now if we just load some dogs up, we can get out of here.
Hold on.
Wonder where they're at. I think
There's
we're
one.
close. Rizzo, get in. Get in. Paul. Come here, Paul. Well, she got in the truck. Okay, that fixes me up for the day. I'm not gonna say the week, because I'm pretty hard on stuff. You never know what I'll break tomorrow. Maybe we'll see you in the morning fixing something else, but here we go. Thanks, guys.
Well, I'm back at it today. Took most of yesterday off. I'm catching a cold, but I'm feeling a lot better today. So yesterday, I came down and I started cutting steel out before I got sick. This is going to be a steel wall. It's going to go up in a cabin at Penguich Lake, right behind a insert. This is what's going to go over that wall when I get the framework all made. So today, I'm going to get this all welded together, and let's see if I can get this big sheet cut and get it all fitted up. Because when I get done, it's not going to get painted. I'm going to take and steam clean it off, and then I'm going to muriatic acid it. They want it to look rusty. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make it rusty, and then I'll clear coat it. It leaves a really pretty finish on it after you clear coat the rust. Okay, well, I got everything laid out on the floor, and now I just got to square it all up and weld it together. Yeah, that's the fun part. All right, well, I got this all welded together. One side. This little hole right here in the middle is going to slide right down over his wood-burning stove. And his wood-burning stove is about maybe 1.5 feet off the ground. So I'll actually cut the steel out the same so it just slides down behind it. Yeah, it's ready for sheeting. Almost. I need to flip it over and weld the other side. I think I gotta cap the top. I gotta cut some caps and put in the top of here. And then I can cut a sheet out. We'll just keep going. Well, now for the hard part. Now I gotta cut this sheet down to fit the wall. And so I'm thinking I'm going to get my sawhorses out and put the wall on the sawhorses and lay the sheet on top of it and mark it out. And then I'll cut it. Really shouldn't be that bad though. Just the sheet's big. But I have a thing to lift the sheet, so I'm good. Well, I got this all cut out to fit. Now I've just got to cut a hole about right in here somewhere and put a power box. So they can put a plug right there, because about right here where this square tubing comes across, there's going to be a mantle that bolts clear through that, and then there'll be a wood mantle that sticks out. Anyway, I got to go to the store and find an electrical box, and I think it's lunchtime, so I'll be back. So this is what I got going. This thing is all ready to weld. My plug is going right there. I made this little plug. I went to the store and bought a regular box, and I cut it. And my plan is to slide that down in there flush and then pop rivet it in. And then we can just shove the plug into the back. The fireplace will go right there. This will go around the fireplace. So now I've just got to weld it down. I got that side all clamped. And my plan is just to tacker it every 5 or 6 inches down along there. Then I'll put one across the middle where the mantle's going to go, and I'll tack it down. Yeah, and this thing's pretty well done. Oh, I guess I got to put plugs in these top ends still, because those will be exposed. The bottom's not going to be, so I'll just run it right into the floor. This end right here will sit right on the floor. And the reason that I run it 1 inch here instead of 3 is because the brick that's there kind of sticks out about 1 inch. So that'll compensate for it, that 1 inch. Anyway, it's getting there. Okay, I'm getting close. I'm about ready to go pressure wash it. I've just got to put this in from the other side and make sure it's flush. And then I'm going to drill holes in it and pop rivet it in. And then we'll just stick the wires through and hook the plug up. So anyway, it's looking pretty darn good. It'll just be a matter of doing that and then taking it outside and pressure washing it. So we'll get this done. Well, I'm just about done for the day. I got this wall all done, cleaned off, and I just sprayed it with some muriatic acid. We're going to let it set a little while and do its thing. We're going to make this wall rusty. If any of you's got any better ideas on how to do this, I'm all ears, because I've only done this once before. And I'm always open to new ideas. Well, let's check on the wall and see how it's looking. I sprayed it with muriatic acid, let it set for an hour or so, and then I washed it off, and it's getting rusty. Look at that. It looks good. I'd like to see a little more rust over in here. So I may have to spray it just a little bit more. It's funny how some steel really rusts and other steel doesn't. This sheeting doesn't seem to rust as fast as the square tubing on the side. Interesting. It's getting there though. It'll be ready to clear coat by tomorrow. Well, I'm down to the shop and I'm back at it. I've been working on this wall and I just sprayed it down with water again. And it is really rusty. Looks really good. I just wet it one last time because I got a spot right there that doesn't want to rust very good. So I may use a little muriatic acid on a rag and wipe that clean again and then wet it down again. But I really like the patina that it's putting down here on it. They're really going to like that. This wall is just about done. I'll probably wipe that down again real quick and then get it rusting, and then I can start drilling holes and getting this thing ready to put up, maybe as soon as tomorrow. Well, I put a little muriatic acid on this again, on this one spot, because I didn't like that it wasn't patinaing up. And now I'm just going to let it set and dry out and rust a little. You can see it's already starting to rust in places. So we'll let that set a couple hours and dry out good and rust up, and then this bugger is going to get clear coated. The rest of it looks good though. Seems like today is one of those days. You ever have a day that you have 100 projects to do and you don't know which one to tackle first? That's kind of where I'm at today. Working on this wall a little out here on the getting it rusted. Still not rusting that great. Rusted good everywhere, but on this top half. And I've tried everything to try to get it to rust more. I may have to just throw the towel in. I don't know. It's kind of being a pain. I've tried hydrogen peroxide and vinegar and salt, and that didn't work. I tried just muriatic acid and then washed it off and then wet it with water, and that's what actually did the bottom half, but the top half won't rust. So I don't know what to do. Paint it black, I guess. I don't know. We'll see. Well, I finally threw the towel in and decided it was good enough. That's what it ended up with. It's not too shabby. The top isn't as rusty as I wanted it. But what do you think, Lee?
I think it looks really good.
I think they're gonna like it.
I do too.
Now it's nice and smooth to touch, and I think they're gonna like it. I'll go put it in tomorrow and we'll see. Well, I'm just about to where I need to be. Penguich Lake. Look at that, there's a little wildlife. Around the lake, see if I can find this cabin. Shouldn't be too hard since I was here last week. Anyway, there's the lake. Cabin's up that canyon right over there. All right, I made it to Penguich Lake. Look at this killer view. It don't get any better than that. Not here in southern Utah, does it, Wade?
There's a lot of places. This is a pretty good one.
This is a pretty good one.
It's a pretty good one.
Well, this is what we got going. I built this little wall to cover all this, little steel wall. We got to do a little trimming on this, and we got to move a plug, and then we're going to knock this thing out. Well, we got the wall pretty much all done. We got the mantle on, Wade just grabbed this fireplace and manhandled it back into place. He's the man, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments. We kind of rusted this a little bit and then clear coated it. I don't know that the camera is going to do it much justice, but I think it turned out nice. Well, the mantle is all done. The wall's put in. I'm going to head back for home. Wade was extremely happy. He's got a couple more little projects he wants me to do. Probably next summer, because we're just about out of time this year. It's supposed to snow here tomorrow. Anyhow, that's a wrap. Thanks for watching. See you next time.